Hi everyone, I'm Sadek. I've been coming along to St John's, Hoxton since early 2020. I come along with my wife Jenny. I think we got about 5 or 6 weeks in attending the church physically before the pandemic kicked in, and since then we've been joining services online. So it's all been virtual with the exception of a handful of face-to-face Connect group meetings late last year, which was brilliant. I work at the Competition and Markets Authority, which is the regulator here in the UK for competition law and consumer law. Basically, our role is to ensure that markets work effectively for consumers, for individuals. You know, we ensure that people aren't being ripped off by businesses and that businesses aren't colluding with one another or engaged in other practices which lead to bad outcomes for people into sort of financially and economically. And at the moment, I'm doing all the work that I do there from my desk. So I'll be here in this room tomorrow, tapping away. So I'm a lawyer at the CMA. My role is to be part of a team at the moment looking into consumer law investigations. So we're investigating businesses involved in the sale of leasehold properties on one of the cases I'm on, and the other is to do with sort of fake and misleading online reviews that might influence consumers as they conduct their shopping online. So my role as the legal advisor is to be part of the team of people investigating the matter and just to make sure that we're doing everything as a regulator in compliance with the law, and that our case is as legally robust as possible, so that if it ends up in court, the CMA is going to come out in a good position, having won the case and delivered for consumers. I think one of the biggest challenges for me is learning a completely new area of law. So I have a background in competition law, and I've done public law before, and I worked in the government legal department previously. But learning about consumer law, which is largely comes from European Union law, is new to me. So that's a bit of a challenge. Joy. I think probably the best thing for me about being in a new role is that there are lots of new people to meet, and I'm really enjoying, even though it's virtually, connecting with people remotely and being able to get to know a whole new group of people. I really enjoy that. I think for me, my faith at work is a constant reminder, a sense of security that ultimately it's fine if you get things wrong. Lawyers can be quite pedantic group of people, can worry about needing to be right and not making mistakes. It's quite a high standard that you try to hold yourself to. But I think that your faith ultimately reminds you that we're here for. There's a bigger purpose than this. It encourages you to have that perspective that ultimately it doesn't matter. Over the last couple of weeks, I've taken part in a selection process to try and become a local councillor here in Hackney in the upcoming elections. In a fairly close fought race. I ultimately didn't win, so I'd love prayer to sort of help me move forward from that, to learn valuable lessons from the experience, and I suppose just to keep trying to work out how I can best use my skills to serve the community, which is what I'd love to do.